Searching. Locking tempo. 1, 2,
What's
3,
up? This is
4.
Happy Hour.
Searching. Locking tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Somebody tell me where the party at? Where the party at? Where the party at?
Happy Hour starts live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. Happy.
Ryan Hoppy.
Happy.
Ryan Hoppy.
Happy.
Ryan Hoppy.
This is Happy Hour.
It's time to turn Hoppy on. From Chicago to Cleveland to Tampa Bay, you are plugged into Happy Hour.
Yes. Hello. How are you? This is Happy Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppy, hanging out for the next hour. Call the show. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-49-HOPPY. And I will be sure to get to your calls in real time. Like if you call right now, not in 5 minutes, but I would take it then. But if you call right now, I will take it. 856-49-HOPPY. Tweet at me at Ryan Hoppy Radio and get the Hoppy Radio app. You can listen anytime, anywhere, and chat me live. Yeah. Over my head. This program, this podcast, this internet radio show, these shenanigans. What else can I say? It's being brought to you by Eric Marshall Kickboxing, Muay Thai, and MMA. EMK Final Round, 6103 28th Street East. And that's in Bradenton, Florida, with the zip code 34203. Classes are at 6 p.m. Give Eric a call, 941-812-2560. It's 941-812-2560. If you're sick and tired of being out of shape, if you're sick and tired of being average, if you're sick and tired of looking at yourself in a mirror, going, man, how can I get into shape? I almost said, how can I gain weight? Which is not what you would want to do, because that's why you're going to Eric Marshall Kickboxing and Muay Thai, to lose weight, not gain weight. Eric Marshall, the beauty of him, the amazing part about him is he cares about each and every person that comes in. So he wants to see you lose weight. So he has an individual plan while doing a class to help you lose weight. He's that much of a genius, I tell you. He's that much of an amazing boxing coach, which is why I'm glad he's my friend, and I'm glad that we get to hang out and box. You know what I'm saying? Of course you do. Me neither. We have so much to get into. But I saw this in the news here. I was dumbfounded. I couldn't believe my eyes. When I saw this news headline, I was like, are you serious? What's going on here, LeBron? You like that NBA music? It sets the mood. NBA on TNT's music makes you want to watch some basketball. The shooty the hoops. The dunking the balls. Yeah. Yeah. Let the beat drop. Okay. Now listen. The Lakers are doing okay this year. They're not the best team, but they'll definitely make some noise in the playoffs. Here's my thing. I know they're trying to make the right moves. Yeah, they're a 4th seed. Okay, great. But I feel like they're forcing it a little bit, trying to find a player to have next to LeBron. And when I saw this headline here, I could not believe my eyes. I was like, you have to be kidding me. I was just like, what are we doing here? I just couldn't believe it. They are talking about the potential, the chance of Carmelo Anthony joining the Lakers, which would be the dumbest move that LeBron James, an all-time great player who should know a little bit about basketball, unless LeBron is thinking about a different Carmelo Anthony, I would want that guy nowhere near my team. I would want that guy not to wear the same jersey as me and to be on the same team as me on the hardwood court that they play in the NBA. Carmelo Anthony has always choked when it matters in the playoffs. Carmelo Anthony, time and time again, has shown that he's not a very good leader. Going back to the Nuggets and going back to the Knicks, Carmelo Anthony has shown that he's a selfish player that can't share the attention. Carmelo Anthony, time and time again, has shown that he doesn't have the all-time greatness when it comes to making clutch plays when it matters. Oh, wow, he got a regular season buzzer beater. When it comes to the playoffs, he chokes. Like, literally, he chokes. Like a girl in porn. Like Reggie Miller to the sideline at Spike Lee in 1994. Literally, Carmelo Anthony, when it matters, is not a clutch player. He's not a good teammate. He knocked up a stripper. That shows his character. Jesus. LeBron James and his wife had a couples dinner Monday, hitting up a New York City fancy place to eat with Carmelo Anthony and Lala. And it fueled rumors of LeBron coming to the Lakers. John Salley, good old NBA player that used to play in the league, he has a few things to say about it, which I love when TMZ is like, we have this headline about something, so we're going to talk to somebody who's a has-been. So let's say it's a headline about Cardi B and Offset. They'll like interview Chingy and they'll say, what's your take on the Cardi B and Offset issue? So what I'm saying is they're desperate for news, so they talk to somebody that's a lesser person in the genre of entertainment. So John Salley was an okay player, but it's important to hear his take on Carmelo Anthony and LeBron James. Well, yeah, because I'm going to play it right now.
Detroit is rumored to be interested in Markle Fultz. So far, he might be one of the biggest busts in NBA history. Some people are saying, he's up, because there was so much expectations. Is he worth going after at this point with so much unknown?
I know nothing about what they're doing in the front office in Detroit. I'm looking forward to Carmelo Anthony and others joining LeBron before February 14th.
First of all, John Salley looks so happy that someone wants to talk to him. I'm sure he gets pictures in public. I'm sure he gets recognized. But he's looking so happy, like, oh, my God, somebody cares about my opinion. Oh, my God, I matter for once. You haven't mattered in 25 years, and it was a slow news day on TMZ.com and Happy Hour.
You think you winked at it, so you have some insider info?
If I have nothing to say, but if I could get Carmelo and LeBron on the same squad like the Olympic team, the things that can happen.
Okay. There is a wide difference, John Salley, between the Olympic team and the NBA. Here's why. The Olympic team is easy for them to win because it's all the great players going up against chumps in different countries. The reason why the NBA is a little different is all the great players that are on the Olympic team are separated going up against each other. I don't know diddly squat about sports, but I like giving my opinion. I never played sports, but I like giving my opinion. And trust me, I am not the authority on the NBA. Trust me, I am not the authority on sports. Trust me, I am not the authority on anything. But I'm pretty confident when I say John Saley is out of his mind if he thinks that LeBron James and Carmelo Anthony would be a good team matchup, that they would match up well together on the same team wearing the same jersey. Nope. Not in my world.
Do you think this could be the chance for Melo to actually win a title?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Especially if you come here and you don't have to play for money, you just play because you like playing. Things
This
change.
is interesting.
First of all, that describes Carmelo Anthony's legacy. That he couldn't win a ring on his own when he was in the Nuggets. Even when they got Allen Iverson in Denver, they couldn't win. And he couldn't even win a playoff series on the New York Knicks. And he had Amari Stoudemire. This proves that Carmelo Anthony will go into the Hall of Fame, because anybody goes into the Hall of Fame. But this proves that Carmelo Anthony is not a superstar. He's a good player who scores a lot of points, but he's not an all-time great. The fact that he needs to join alongside his former rival and all-time great player to potentially win a ring if it happens, it shows that he's a little overrated and is better at cheating on his wife than winning in the NBA.
Because a lot of people counted Melo out for ever winning a title.
Let them count.
Yeah, yeah.
Let them count.
So he's got some days left in him.
They got a lot of days.
Wow, and the Lakers should be. Steven Jackson just went through. He didn't want to talk. But he said that LeBron is the real coach of the Lakers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
He's outspoken.
He's the floor captain.
Yeah.
But the scheme is definitely Luke and
Yeah.
Brian Shaw. Trust me, those two are capable.
Yeah. So Luke's going to be here for the long run. A lot of people are invested
God
in
willing.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, they just so used to Pat Riley being such a figure and Phil Jackson being such a figure when you have.
All right, enough of that. He just said, let me go back a little bit, his take on Carmelo Anthony was out of this world.
Yeah.
Let
Yeah.
them count.
So he's got some days left in him.
They got a lot of days.
Wow. And the Lakers.
In what world, John Saley, does Carmelo Anthony have a lot of days left in him? Are you watching highlights of Carmelo Anthony from 2012? What Carmelo Anthony are you watching? He's going to be 35 in May. And this year he is averaging, when he was on the Rockets, 13 points, 68% from free throws, which he was usually good at, 32% from three-point range, and 40% from field goals. Everything is down. 29 minutes per game. He originally had 35 minutes per game. He originally was 45% from field goals, now at 40. He originally was at 34% three, now he's at 32. He originally was at 81% from the free throw line, now he's at 68%. Then he used to be at 24 points per game, now he's at 13. He used to be at 6 rebounds per game, now he's at 5. He used to have 3 assists, which is pretty generous because he doesn't pass the ball. Now he's at 0.5. What are you talking about when you're implying that Carmelo Anthony has a lot left in the tank? Are you playing NBA 2K18 where anybody can be good? I want to know where John Saley, in his mind, he played basketball. He's a smart guy, I think. I want to know in what world, in what universe, in what lifetime in 2018 going on 2019 that Carmelo Anthony has a lot left in the tank. You know where Carmelo Anthony is at now? You know what it is? It's like when you're broke and you don't get paid until Friday. And what happens is your gas tank is about 1/4 of the way full. And you have to figure out how to wait until you're getting paid on Friday to fill up the tank. So you kind of do this. You kind of drive to the closest Publix. And then you have the girl you're banging come to your house. And then you don't drive that much because you know that you have some left in the tank, but you don't have a lot. So you can't go all out. That's where Carmelo Anthony's at. The gas tank's about to run out and they're going to have to get a new car. And what I'm saying is Carmelo Anthony by no means has a lot left in the tank. I don't know what John Saley is watching. I don't know what he is thinking about. I don't know where he is coming from. but he needs to open up his eyes and realize that the era of Melo is about to end. Yeah, he might play for 5 more years, but he ain't got much left.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Are you sick and tired of waking up every morning and looking at yourself in the mirror and being disappointed in how you look? Are you sick and tired of going to social events and seeing your friends in better shape? Are you sick and tired of watching TV shows and wishing you had the body of the famous actors? Well, guess what? That can change immediately if you go to Eric Marshall Kickboxing, Muay Thai, and MMA in Bradenton. He has the best classes for you to get you in shape. It's not like any other boxing trainer where they're just cashing in a check, teaching a class. Eric Marshall cares about each and every one of you that come to his class. So if you go there and tell them that I sent you, they will hook you up with a top-notch deal. Now, to get into contact with Eric, it's not hard. It's not rocket science. 6103 28th Street East, and that's in Bradenton. 941-812-2560. Go there and get into shape today.
Tweet Ryan Hoppy at Ryan Hoppy Radio. Snapchat him at Hoppy Radio. And email him anytime at ryanhoppyradio@gmail.com. Now back to the show.
I'm going to talk like Keith Sweat and the Sweat Motel nationally syndicated voice-tracked radio show. Hey, babe, what song you want to hear? There's a reason why I'm playing this sensual, nice music. Because we have some news that is breaking from TMZ, which you know is just such important news. So take it away, Harvey Levin.
Idris Elba. He's charming, he's handsome, and he has a sexy English accent. But according to ex-girlfriend R&B sensation K. Michelle, talking wasn't the best thing he did with his mouth.
He gave her great.
Wow! Ow, jeez! Good thing you don't have your own show. Oh, wait.
Oral sex. Okay, he gave her great oral sex. She's on Rack Ranch tonight on BET.
While we speaking of singing about folks, right? Idris hit the one of the songs.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
That was the whole album, girl.
Yeah.
You know that Elba just goes ham. He's a good-looking guy. He's got muscles. He's got adrenaline. He's a great actor. You know then when he's south of the border, you know that it's a good time. You know when he's doing his thing, he's probably got Erykah Badu on. Yeah, honey. Sing it. You know, he's just doing his thing. Before he gets the mouth hug, he wants to be generous. Because the key to sex is, if you want to have a good time, I know nothing about sex, but if you want the girl to take care of you, you got to take care of her too. So you know that he gets the wine and the cheese and crackers, and he goes down there and gives her a good time. Yeah. All right. Back to the headline about how good he is in the bedroom.
From what we heard, he hit the Hot 100.
Bro said that behind closed doors, they like a...
Again? Are you freaking kidding us? What is this, Cinemax? How about a little innuendo?
It's great. He's very passionate. That was so good. It was just passionate.
Take your back right now. You know what I'm saying? When I take your back, like...
Sometimes,
girl. Woo-sa.
He's so good in the bedroom that he has 2 women talking silly. He was so passionate that they're literally not able to comprehend and come through with any words that make sense. That's how passionate he is. That man should have been James Bond. He would have been great.
So sweet.
He is sweet. He does pass the honey.
Isn't it a criticism of black men for a long time that's not something that is...
Come on, that's just a stereotype.
We understand, Beckerman, when you go white, you've been right. We get it.
Oh!
My God.
Raquel.
Harvey, that's what he means.
I know, but Raquel, come on.
So, what?
Harvey's so uncomfortable. The whole idea of heterosexual sex. He's like, ew, a vagina. Who would want to be around that?
Rants tonight, where Raquel will attempt to say even more things you can't say on TV.
Woosah!
That one's okay.
I picture this. He comes home, Idris Elba, puts on some Pretty Ricky from 2007. We know who you are. I said we know who you are. Pours the wine. It's about $2,000. But he's got a nice mansion with a fireplace. And he just gets down. It is 5 in the morning. You know he loves phone sex. It's what gets the job done. That makes the girls want to come over. But he's very traditional. Like, you know, some of the famous people probably just Snapchat. But you know Idris Elba gets down to this song. Has a nice bubble bath to smooth things out, to get everybody clean before it gets dirty.
Let's talk about making love. Let's talk about you on top or me going down.
Yeah, he likes to go down.
Let's have a little phone sex, baby, on the hotline. Signing up, but I had to call you, 'cause I'm home alone lusting for you.
I don't think he's home alone. I think what happens is he goes from girl to girl, but then there's that special one, like the one in the TMZ report, that just gets taken away. She goes breathless, besides during the act.
I'm in my room, nothing but a towel on.
I don't think he goes with nothing but a towel on. I bet he's a little more classier. I bet he's in his pajamas, and he's showing his muscles in a nice white shirt that's ripped.
Drain the panties off, put a thong on. I love it when I hear you moan. You got this sexy tone that makes the dick long. You come clean up the city on the fan line with nothing but a baby T on.
Oh my God. I feel like that last segment was so dirty. I feel like that last segment, we all need to real quick kind of say the Hail Mary and like relax a little bit and cleanse ourselves. Because that got so dirty and so juicy. Yeah.
Hail Mary, full of grace.
Oh, yeah.
The Lord is with thee.
All right, we're good. Next in the celebrity news going on in the world of TMZ, it's a headline that you will not believe your eyes. You're going to look at this headline and go, how is this even plausible? You're just going to look at it and go, oh my God. Offset beefing with Bone Thugs and Harmony co-founder. Which makes no sense, because Offset should be appreciating the all-time great artist that set the platform for guys like him to have a career. That would be like if current basketball players were to rip into Michael Jordan or Kareem or Magic Johnson. Without them, they wouldn't be diddly squat. I'm just saying. Offset took a break from trying to get Cardi B back to feud with another rapper online. Offset, the Migos member, knows that he doesn't have the most talent. He knows that he's kind of bad and bougie, but that was 2 years ago, and he's kind of known for being a bitch, begging his girl to come back to him. So how does Offset need to get attention? He goes up against the almighty, the great, the amazing Bone Thugs and Harmony. How dare you go up against them?
For the love of money.
This song's great. Listen to this. Or this opening intro. Yeah. This song, this artist, this music, and this is not me being the old man on the front lawn, is more talented than anything you've ever tried to write, Offset. And I'm not saying you're a bad rapper. I'm not saying you're awful. I'm just kind of saying that I would rather take this Over this.
Multi-million dollar, I'm a fool with the hit.
You don't have to be a rocket scientist. You don't have to have a PhD to know that Offset will never, even if he tries his hardest, ever be as good as Bone Thugs and Harmony. How dare you go up against them? The Migos member has been locked in a war of words over the last few days over who's the best rap group of all time. Oh my God. I don't believe my eyes. Offset honestly said that they are the biggest rap group ever. Migos. Yeah, you're bad and bougie, and you cook up dope with an Uzi, and you're savage ruthless. Yeah, it's a okay song. But trust me when I say, and I'm not just saying this, that this song
For the love of money.
is a lot better, even though Bad and Bougie was an okay song, that this song right here, you know, For the Love of Money, is 100 million times better than this.
You know, beat down her walls, loose, hop in the fall, whoosh. I tell that bitch to come for me.
They're pronouncing their words. They have kind of a theme. They can actually complete a sentence, and they're smarter and more talented than the excrement in my cat's litter box. Offset. This guy right here knows that the whole idea of Migos is so 2017, and he has to do all these publicity stunts and all these moves to make it about him, because his actual talent, his actual music ain't getting the job done. Offset, you know what you should be doing? You should be praying to the almighty God in the sky. Yeah.
Hail Mary, full of grace.
You should be praying to God that your career will someday be as big as Bone Thugs and Harmony, that Migos will have the cultural impact that Bone Thugs and Harmony have. Because you're decent, but in 10 years, we're going to look back at you guys like we look back at any rapper ever. They're not going to be all-time greats. Yeah, they'll be on the throwback hip-hop radio stations, but they're not going to be regarded as Bone Thugs or NWA or Ludacris. Because you're bad and bougie, and you cook up dope with an Uzi. Oh, how edgy.
Hey! Raindrops,
yeah,
drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot box, fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.
Yeah, trust me. That song right there is nowhere near as good as this.
For the love of money.
Gotta make the money, dude. Offset. You know what I would do if I were you? I know if you hear this segment, you're gonna be like, who is this goofy guy who probably has Asperger's, even though I don't? Who is this goofy guy with a speech impediment? He's worth about $10. I'm worth about 10 million. Why should I listen to him? Because I'm an everyday average Joe that likes hip hop music. And trust me when I say the route that you're going down of being famous over publicity stunts rather than good music is not going to work out in the end, buddy boy, because in about 2 years, we'll move on. We have already moved on from you in 2 years. The only reason we know about you right now and we care about you is because you're having beef with Cardi B. But then we'll move on from Cardi B, and what's going to happen is we're going to forget who Offset is, and then we'll look back on this segment and go, Ryan Hoppy was right, like always.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Are you sick and tired of waking up every morning and looking at yourself in the mirror and being disappointed in how you look? Are you sick and tired of going to social events and seeing your friends in better shape? Are you sick and tired of watching TV shows and wishing you had the body of the famous actors? Well, guess what? That can change immediately if you go to Eric Marshall Kickboxing, Muay Thai, and MMA in Bradenton. He has the best classes for you to get you in shape. It's not like any other boxing trainer where they're just cashing in a check, teaching a class. Eric Marshall cares about each and every one of you that come to his class. So if you go there and tell them that I sent you, they will hook you up with a top-notch deal. Now, to get into contact with Eric, it's not hard. It's not rocket science. 6103 28th Street East, and that's in Bradenton. 941-812-2560. Go there and get into shape today.
Call Hoppy, 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Late last night.
You told me with your friends hanging out.
Late last night.
You're lying cause you're stuttering. Now where were you?
Late last night.
Stop lying to me cause you're ticking me off.
Here it comes.
Ticking me off.
I can tell you lying. You're lying. Stutter. I can tell you lying. When you're lying, you stutter.
Yeah.
Stutter. Stutter. Called you on your cell phone, no answer, tell me why. So I paid you on your two-way, no answer, tell me why. I took care of you, I loved you, and you paid me, tell me why.
Stop lying to me.
You can tell that song's old when it's talking about I paid you on your two-way. Now it'd be like, I snapped you and you unsnapped me. Mm-hmm. A-day-ba-dee-da-ba-dee. What do I want to talk about now? Making a game time decision, making a fourth quarter adjustment while on the air, talking to you guys. Duchess Meghan Markle deleted Instagram post, reveal her love for her dad. A simpler time. First, before we talk about the hot piece of ass known as Meghan Markle, we got to kind of set the mood a little bit. We got to kind of set the mood that makes you think about the royal family. Oh, yeah. Pass the cheese and crackers and go to the dentist. God, they're such pretentious douchebags. Meghan Markle once gushed over her father, Thomas Markle, years before the father-daughter duo had a falling out. While the 37-year-old who married Prince Harry in May deactivated her account in April 2017, her page resurfaced on December 18th. In one of her old posts from June 2016, she shared a sweet message about her dad. Happy Father's Day, Daddy. I'm your buckaroo, and to this day, your hugs are the best thing in the whole wide world. Thanks for your work ethic, my love of Busby Berkeley films and club sandwiches, for teaching me the importance of handwritten thank you notes, and for giving me that signature Markle nose. I love you. In 2013, she also thanked her dad for being the biggest cheerleader of all time. Yikes. Here's the issue. In May, Thomas was caught staging photos with the paparazzi. Following the scandal, Thomas opted not to attend his daughter's wedding or walk down the aisle after claiming he suffered a heart attack. He began trashing the royal family, which, if you're the father of Meghan Markle and you know that they're pretentious douchebags and they act like their crap don't smell, maybe you should kind of not talk about them for a little bit and be quiet, and then they might forgive you over time. I think trashing those rich, out of touch British douchebags only hurts your cause more. Why do I have common sense more than somebody who's about to die? An insider told Us Magazine the best thing he could have done since day one is been quiet. And he's done everything but. Ay. This music makes me want to just, not go to Britain. They seem like very vapid people. They seem like people you don't want to be around. They seem like people you can't relate to. They seem like people that think that their crap doesn't smell and that they're the best in the room. Ooh, look at us. We're the royal family. Good for you. Couldn't believe that. Meghan Markle. Yeah, your dad's probably a drunk. Yeah, your dad's out of his mind. Yeah, your dad's crazy. But he's also the reason that you're in this world. He had sex with your mom. And then what happened after that was you were then born 9 months later. So if it wasn't for the intercourse he had with your mom, you wouldn't be in the royal family. You should be thanking him for bringing you into this world. You should be thanking him that he banged your mom from behind and didn't pull out. And look at you. You hit the jackpot of life of being related and married to the royal family. Without him, if he would have pulled out or wore a condom, you wouldn't be there, honey. Just saying. Aye. There's also issues going on in the NFL. This headline just reeks of the proof that Ray Rice, the former running back who knocked out his girlfriend in the elevator back in 2014 when he played for the Baltimore Ravens, is nothing more than a narcissist and a sociopath. As this is from Sports Illustrated. He said, and I quote, "I'm done with football." No. Before I even get to the article, before I get into it. It's not that you're done with football. Trust me, you want to play it. That's all you were good at. Besides that and treating women like garbage. You're saying this because you want to make it seem like you're done with football because you're embarrassed that football and the NFL and the CFL and any little league is done with you. They never formally announced that you were out. So you're saying it first because you're a narcissist. So you have to make it about you, and you have to say it before everybody else. He wouldn't be saying this if the NFL officially said he was banned, but because the NFL never officially said that he was banned, he's going, no. I'm done with football. I never want anything to do. Shut up. Maybe if you knew how to treat women right, maybe if you knew how to deal with adversity and not knock out your girl and drag her out of an elevator, maybe you'd be playing football. Here's what he told CBS this morning. Well, see, that for me is something that I get. I don't know what's going on, but it's a ploy to get back into football. First of all, he talks with really a bad grammar. The pressure I was under of being a top-tier player was that of the person I hated the most. That was what I hated the most, was I was under so much pressure. A lot of football players, Ray Rice, are under pressure. A lot of football players want to make it in life. A lot of football players deal with the pressure of playing in the NFL. You don't see them. Well, some of them beat up women, but you don't see all of them knocking out women because they're under pressure and playing in the NFL. You don't see them doing it Because they're men. They're not scumbag, women-beating leeches that are raging psychopaths that think because they have clout and they have talent that they can get away with anything they want. Ray Rice, that's an excuse because you're embarrassed to admit that you threw your career in the garbage. Ray Rice says when he sees the tape, he hates who he was. No, dude, once a woman beater, always a woman beater. You got caught in the spotlight. It probably wasn't the first time you did it. During my darkest moments, and I used to ask myself, how could she ever want to support me? But I think what is not gotten about this situation is that we were friends before the incident. Just because you were friends with the female before the incident doesn't excuse you knocking her out. If anything, it proves that she's afraid of you. You psychopath. You dirtbag. You cretin. You imbecile. You rich, out-of-touch creep. All right. We're going to take a quick commercial break and come back and wrap up everything after this. Do not touch that computer mouse, that tablet, however the hell you listen to my show.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Are you sick and tired of waking up every morning and looking at yourself in the mirror and being disappointed in how you look? Are you sick and tired of going to social events and seeing your friends in better shape? Are you sick and tired of watching TV shows and wishing you had the body of the famous actors? Well, guess what? That can change immediately if you go to Eric Marshall Kickboxing, Muay Thai, and MMA in Bradenton. He has the best classes for you to get you in shape. It's not like any other boxing trainer where they're just cashing in a check, teaching a class. Eric Marshall cares about each and every one of you that come to his class. So if you go there and tell them that I sent you, they will hook you up with a top-notch deal. Now, to get into contact with Eric, it's not hard. It's not rocket science. 6103 28th Street East, and that's in Bradenton. 941-812-2560. Go there and get into shape today.
From Chicago to Cleveland to Tampa Bay, you are plugged into Happy Hour.
Yes. Happy Hour. We're about to wrap up everything, but I saw this headline that kind of amused me. It kind of made me laugh. Ben Roethlisberger calls out NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport. No truth to anything he says. Big Ben has a beef with Ian Rappaport from the New York Post. You shouldn't even say his name when you talk about insiders. I don't know where this guy gets his information. So don't ever give him any credence, if that's okay, guys. Ian Rappaport seems like that nerd that was never good at playing sports, that is out of touch, semi-rich. But the issue is he has clout and he's able to break news about the NFL, so he thinks he's cool and he gets a power trip from it. And those insiders on TV are the worst. John Clayton was the worst. Mel Kiper was the worst. Because they just are so smarmy. And they have such a punchable face. So punchable that it makes my face look likable. Mm-hmm. So I was glad that Ben Roethlisberger called out Ian Rappaport. Because that guy is the worst. But hey, maybe Ian Rappaport of the NFL Network is so likable, you know. Mm-hmm. I don't think that's true, but you never know. Maybe he is part of so many charities and just gives back, is grateful that he has a job of being a nerd that reports players that he wishes he was because he was never good enough to play.
Happy hour is about to end, but first, it's time for last call.
Ow! Ow! All right. Go to Eric Marshall Kickboxing, Muay Thai, and MMA. Get into shape. EMK Final Round. 6103 28th Street East. That's in Bradenton. 941-812-2560. It's 941-812-2560. Start boxing. Ow! Get the Hoppy Radio app. Go to Spotify. Search up Hoppy Radio. Tweet at me at Ryan Hoppy Radio, RyanHoppyRadio@gmail.com, RyanHoppyRadio.com. And that's about it. Call the voicemail, 856-49-HOPPY, and let me know what you think of my show. This has been Hoppy Hour. Bye.
Happy hour. Happy hour.